منور تشاينا، منور تشاينا. فاتن عليك احداث والله في الصبح. قتلت العبد هذا مسخط، خذيت منه التايتن ايكون، خذيته التايتن هذا. انا لك اصبر. ها دقيقة شوي. كنا هذيك صاقعة برا يا رجل. تعاركت مع صاحب التايتن اللي هو هني العابد هذا المسخط، عرفته؟ كوبكو ولا كوبكاس ما ادري عليه. العبيد نحفظ في اسمائهم انا. الحمد لله. Let's go.
The Littlands have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as sheet when they brought her back.
ما في سايد كويست ولا درت انت؟ نقلني درت. يب. جاءت البث طلعت تشاينا، هنا طلعني 0 مشاهدين. طلع لي 0 مشاهدين، زين قلت شكله.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over. The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is
دقيقة أعرف كنت ندي معك وأنا داير ميوت، شايف تسمع فيه ولا؟ قلت لك هني البث يقطع سبة، كنت نزر ممكن نزر في الهوم باتن. لما تزر الهوم باتن توقف شوية عندك في البث، فلو أنا مش حنزر آخره، لو قطع تقول لي.
his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
والله فيجوال
I
نوفل
shan't
والله.
be a moment.
أنت شكلك كيف جاتك أنت ناتس. ماشي ماشي، دقق شوي.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never
كذا
seen.
دائما هنا أنت ضعيف أضعف
look
من
forward to
اللي
seeing
كثير. طفي نت من التليفون. ما أعرف قمت الحوش
Now that
تو.
that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
والله مش عارف.
Clive,
ما ندريش شنو الاليمنتس متوفرات لنا تو.
we I'm a guest.
بس شكل 4
A
مزايا
guest.
اعتقد.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favorite uncle is here! The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this to win him over.
المهم يحسن النسل بس.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
حقت عليك ما راح اجيب منك عيره.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
تاش يا تشاين اكيد
Radiance.
نفس قصة
Were
تاش.
Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would, of course, prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he will arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another
ذاك
can be
صبايا
bred.
يبان شنو؟
For every
كان
home
بري
that
رجينات يقولوا له
burns,
هذا.
another can be built. The Empire will live on.
فيش فارق بيننا وبين الحيوانات، نحن غير عندنا عقل بس.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
فرحان ديفيد
Sire.
اكيد.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
هذا اللي عنده بهامت صار أخذها. يا رأيي بالياباني بهامت يا رجال. بهامت يقولوا بالإنجليزي.
I shall depart at once. MacGregor, forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
سم يا سي.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
ليش نزق بلور
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again. It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Good luck.
You there?
please.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea.
هذا مسخر.
Had you a vested interest in Titan's Southern Cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him?
to load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now.
هو جاب قلت له قطع يديه جاب يسدد الضربة الأخيرة شوية في صارت لقطة كي جاء واحد انقذه وحل مش عارف من الواحد هذا.
But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to
أعتقد إنه ديون اللي مبدي لكن مش متأكد.
As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company.
بس خذها قوت أهم شيء خذها التايتن.
I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn?
Of course.
من قلنا سد شخصية نايضة متى الدغري. يجل بتش كل مرة بسم بش تعرف يا راس الصبايا أنا بلا روسفيلد بعد أنا بلا اسمها لسجوز من دول ديرما ليلى كل مرة بثوب يعني سبحان الله. هذا هولي برنس سلمك لمك سلمك لمك. ايت الهايبرجمي يا تشاينا ايت الهايبرجمي. The Holy Emperor اسف mistrusts Bahamut's dominant اللي هو ولده برضه mistrusts ومشكوك في الأمر. The High Cardinal flatter the Holy Prince. هذه معنى Medicine girl. أصبروا هذه الهولي Emperor manipulates يا رب سبحان الله يا Titans dominant. كلا هذه زوجة صالحة للنوم يا رجل.
state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Fid's finished outfitting her little workshop out here.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sun.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
Alenza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on...
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's.
تمر بواكة صحية.
Since he died.
ما هو لما قبل ما يرزق خشمي مزق قبل ما يقتل العابد هذا مسك جل والعابد جاب يقطع على راسها وجوضها هيك ما زالت تمر بآثار الصدمة أعتقد.
I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
هلا الروشن يا رحق الله. أنا تي خربت مرات يا رجل. الضغط هذا ماني قاعد فيه.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come.
وشكل التركيبات هي الارث المنت عرفت، فشكلي حنقاتل تايتن هنا. مش عارف مع ان عندي قوته، لكن بس اعتقد شيء في التريلر ان تايتن يطلع ولا انا نتحكم فيه تايتن شكله. شا ما تحرقش، لو في حاجه ما تحرقش، ما اعرف حاجه. ترى كان بروجرس بس ندير ستارت بروجرس. ثمانية 50% مش واجد.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
اوه خريطة كبيرة، ممر كبير. والله فاين فانسي 12 الله. توكي بتخلوني ندور، انما حطوني في ممر. تو تعودت على الممرات، ترى ما تكبروا لي خريطة يا حمودي، تعودت على الممر. تو بتخلوني ندور. يقدر نبرم نبرم.
Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Over here!
This one!
Over here! Let's go! You're finished!
من فيك؟ تحت عمك في يجري انت. لا جد الحبوب. كيف ما في شيء؟ تفضل. لا صبرات هذه، اظن صار صبرات هاي تشاينا. هذه حدا. لقاني بشوف عمك يجري ناس بس. ترى اصبر اصبر. هيا يجري زين.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, when I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling like a babe.
عارف انا تو فكرت في حاجه. الاماكن اظن مشاف بديت نفهم ان اللعبه يعني حتى الاماكن اللي انت ما زرتهنش حيخلوك تزورن يا اما بسايد كوست ولا حاجه، لكن نمشي وخلاص.
I can't see a thing. Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
اظن هذا ايماءات ان في سكرت بوس. انا اظن لا ما يديروها، يطلع في سكرت بوس من فضلنا. ولا باونتي في من باونتيز اللي عندي. يا رجل
Farewell.
لا مغب شيء الدنيا. عارف يطلع ما في شيء.
Time to fight. Kill.
باخذ طارة صار كينجدوم هارتس الجديد لازم تنزل. رابع ناس انترستد الحق لكن النار ما تنزل. مش قلت لك في بوسك هذا. خلاص ما جاءنا تقييم جاء بزيش جدا. غازي المودرن مش اللي فيه طابع قديم.
Seem to be working though.
مش قلت لك يا راجل حاجة حتطلع حاجة ما تخدمش هيك حترد لها بعدين. شكل اللعبة ما فيهاش مسبل اعرف. The Hand of Titan. يرد انا تو. لا مش لغز. تي لعبة الغاز هذي. ما تلا لغز. ترى عم وصلنا قاعد بيدي. سريع الزمن.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Old cook.
شو في شيء. صح انا نسيت ان عندي شوكوبوز.
Run like the wind. Ah, there she is. The good
Assassin's
old
Creed.
Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
لا اساسن كريد رسمي كرنج.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
يا طيري.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs.
والله ماني عارف ديما يقرا في نفس المكان وما يتلاقوش.
You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I'll fetch you some water. So fetch me some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. But we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him! Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
اللعبة كلها بوتات هي.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
didn't know where to find Kupka, or we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
صبر.
But how will we find
معليش
her?
تقول الحبال
We
يا
know
نص.
naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake!
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
دقيقة كيرز.
Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of...
لا من هو صغير هو مريض مش عارف ليش ما فهمتش هو شكله مريض ذكي ضعيف كيف الجسم ضعيف من بداية القصة هو قريب يموت ديما يكح.
Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No.
يدرس.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Try the...
Thank you.
والله I don't give a fuck. بس.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Sweet incense! What candle?
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Oh, very well. Go to the bordello.
Silver platters! Just like
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
ما كان قتلتهم الحراس ضمه بدل ما جبت الراك شبه
Stick your nose in our
قدرت
business.
شبه
You're
درت
likely to lose it.
سنكريت والله ما وصل لكلب الساحة بك
Who are you working for? Him or her? He wanted us to
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an...
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested.
Yeah. To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure?
لازم أكمل باب يا رجل
Lights and pots! Clothes and...
Needed to a silken soft.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Ford. Ah, so it was so much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid... Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
I'd
say he doesn't see that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
يا راجل الأجواء ذنة وصحراء واللبس هذا والله خطر علي في أساسن كريد وفاينل فانتسي 12 وأنكد لعبتين في الحياة.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not